One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
Good morning. So I've taken off a couple of days from social media, just focused on writing, doing other things. I've got some podcast interviews coming out tomorrow, or that I'm filming tomorrow, I should say. They're not coming out tomorrow. But I've got some podcast interviews tomorrow and working on finishing this book, y'all. And, just with everything that's going on in the world, I needed to take a break from social media. The violence and just everything that we're going through right now. I mean, just so much violence, and then the response to violence, the apathetic, celebratory response to violence. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So it's either apathetic, which is like, or it's, that's great. So yeah, I just needed to be out here in my world with people that matter, around people that get it. Yeah, because sometimes being online, it's a dangerous place. Being online is a very dangerous place, so just be mindful. I just wanted to jump on, because I'm actually on my way into the office this morning, and I'm going to grab my breakfast sandwich before I get there. But I wanted to, get away from everything that's going on now, in the news. And I wanted to talk a little bit about long-distance relationships, because I see this a lot. I get this question a lot. And, the truth of the matter is they're not real. Long-distance relationships are not real. The first type of long-distance relationship is the couple that were in the same city, were in the same state, and they developed an active relationship. And if that relationship lasted at least 2 years, so you are actively dating someone, y'all plan on having a future together, and 2 years or more has gone by. And one of you has to leave. One of you has to leave for work. One of you has to leave for family or for some reason. One of you leaves and goes somewhere else. And what you need to do, as soon as you can do it, is make plans to be with that person. So if you leave for the military, if you leave for medical school, if you leave, for a job, you cannot say, we'll be apart for the 2 years you're in grad school. We'll be apart for the 3 years you're in medical school. We'll be apart, for X amount of years that you're over in North Korea. Y'all, it's people right now that can't maintain a relationship with somebody that live on their block. And y'all are trying to maintain a relationship from thousands of miles away. And then you think that FaceTime and texting and talking on the phone, you think because we're the most connected society that we've ever been, you think that is somehow magically going to make it all okay. It's not. It's not. Like, we are living in a day and age and time where, these people can't maintain a relationship with their next door neighbor. Like, they can't maintain relationship with somebody they see all the time at work. And you want to put thousands of miles between you and them? These people can't maintain relationships with people they live in the house with. Because people are on their phone, they're looking at other people on Twitter or X and Instagram and TikTok, and they're messaging people. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a big ask to try to just maintain the relationship with the person you live with. But you start putting miles and miles between y'all, like that's going to test even the best person, the person with the best character, right? You should be choosing someone who's committed. You should be choosing someone who's devoted. You should be choosing someone who has good character and good morals. But that's going to test even them. Like even they're going to be like, man, this is rough. This is really hard. Like if I wanted a hug right now, I can't even get it. It's hard. And especially if that person is securely attached, because that's what they know. If they're securely attached, or God forbid, if they're anxiously attached, yeah, that's the last thing you need, is to be in a long distance relationship. That's just not going to work for you. But we lie to ourselves and we tell ourselves, well, I love this person. They love me. This person is my person, and, we lie to ourselves. We tell ourselves what we want to hear instead of telling the truth. And we wish it all away. And then the reality comes smacking us in the face. I only see this person once a month. I only see this person every other weekend or whatever it is. Some of y'all don't even see each other that often. You are in a long distance relationship and you haven't seen that person in 4 months. How do you explain that? Like, how do you explain that? That's not a relationship. I hate to break it to you. That's not a relationship. That's not a healthy relationship that you're in. You are in a fantasy. So, again, this is sad but true. People are struggling to maintain relationships, period. But you add in something like being 2, 3, 4 states away, 5 states away, 16 hours, 20 hours away. You got people on different continents. That's what's like mind altering to me. Like you got people living here in the States and in a relationship with someone in London. Like make that make sense. You got a whole ocean between you and you're like, yeah, we're going to make it work. What? No, you're not. Somebody has to be honest with y'all. No, you're not. No, you're not. And especially now, because like I said, people really do be thinking about their quote unquote options. Look at all these options. Look at all these people I could be dating and sleeping with and blah, blah, blah. And they not even real options. I mean, maybe one of them. All them people ain't your options. But again, the mind has been twisted to believe that they'd rather have the many than the one. Like, I'd rather have the attention of all these people. I'd rather be messaging all these people and having the attention of all these people than just being with one person. It's like everybody has become, these energy vampires where they need all this energy from all these different people when last I checked, all you needed was one good person to be romantically involved in. And, if that person likes you, that person's digging you, you're good. And that's slowly becoming a thing of the past. So they don't work. I hate to break it to you. They it is rare. So that's the first one is the people that were in relationship at least 2 years and one of them has to leave. That one has the better chance than the second one. That actually has the possibility of surviving. But let's talk about the second one. The second type of long distance relationship is the one that actually starts with y'all living separate and apart. Like you met on Match, you met on Tinder, you met on Hinge, and he was in New York and you're in Florida. That is the dumbest. Like, I just can't. Why? That is the dumbest idea ever. Like, you haven't even had a true experience of being with this person. You haven't even laid any type of foundational anything. Like, you're literally starting it this way and think it's going to become something. So the thing about the second long distance relationship is you or that other person are probably avoidant, okay? You or the other person are insecurely attached. You want the space. You want the separation. You don't want to be emotionally available. You don't want to be physically or emotionally intimate. You ever think about that? That the people that are engaging you from states away, it's because they don't want anything real. They want the fantasy. They're in another relationship, or they're in a relationship with their work or their hobbies or their interests, and they don't want a real relationship. They want a fake relationship. They want a fantasy relationship. So they engage you and have you believe in y'all are in a relationship. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's not real. And like I said, the chances are high that that person's avoidant, and you might be avoidant. If you actually settle for that, you might be emotionally unavailable. Because people who are, y'all, I'm spilling my coffee. People who are emotionally available, they want to be in a relationship in close proximity. Okay, John _ Hernandez _ 153. There are still people that care and have values. The new woke with liberal values should look at themselves and reflect on their grandparents' values, then seek to be more like them. Too much violence. No, I agree. But here's the sad part. Those same people, they think that everything that's old is wrong. That's their main talking point. That everything from 50, 60, 70 years ago, that because it's old, that it's wrong, it's bad, it's, that's why they call them progressives, right? They want everything to be new. It's like old home people versus new home people. There are some older homes that I'm like, you know what? This house is solid. This house has good bones. This house is solid. I know it's been here 50 years, 100 years. My house has been, how old is my house? 40 years? My house is 40 years old. But then you got the new house people. Oh, I want a brand new house. I want brand new building. I want brand new developments. But they really think everything new is good and everything old is bad. So you can't change their mind on that. But what I've been trying to tell people is everything that's old is not bad. There are lots of things that's been around for hundreds of years that are tried and true. Tried and true, and you should try it. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but they really do believe that, because it's old, it's what? And they love to make up these narratives about how horrible it was 50, 60, 70 years ago. Oh, and your grandmother wasn't happy and your grandfather was abusive. They love making up that story. Not even knowing that most people that wasn't the case, but anyway. But let's see, Peace Move. Okay, there we go. Peace Move. I thought it was PS Move. The way liberalism was forced on us, it's time to add Christianity to the school system. That was fried. 5670. They're not going to do that. I would, of course, vote for that, but they're not going to do that, unfortunately. Peace Move says there are so many women who want princess treatment immediately but bring nothing to the table. But you just got to avoid those women. Like I said, let me tell you the greatest, and men need to really just breathe this in and stop being pissed and mad and bitter about it. The greatest thing that actually, the worst thing and the greatest thing that ever happened to you men is the invention of social media, right? So that can be the best and the worst thing that's ever happened to you. And to me, the fact that women, you now have a vetting tool where a lot of y'all didn't. Can we be honest? A lot of y'all didn't have a way to determine truly who were the good girls and who were the problematic girls. Now you do. Now you have a tool that can show you who was the problem. Pesos fables used to be taught as well. Okay. So that's it. But all you got to do is, if they have the social media talking points, if they have the pink pill talking points, like I said, I don't know why people are upset about that. I think it's great. I love the fact that when I hear certain vernacular come out of the mouth of a man, I just avoid him. I'm good. Like I said, because To me, it makes it very easy to determine who is appropriate and who is not. So use that tool. Don't be mad about it. Use that tool. Ask a woman what her relationship is like with social media, how often she posts, what types of things she posts, what does she think about it overall, and just listen. Just listen. Okay, he says morality has to be the overall tone of our society, not the promotion of pornography and depravity in general. Cultural shift must happen. Enough is enough. I've been saying that, but I don't know if it'll happen in our lifetime or my lifetime. So we'll see. I hope it does. I believe it's going to get worse before it gets better, but I hope it does get better, because what we're doing now is absolutely horrible. Absolutely, positively horrible. All right, I got to run in here and grab my sandwich. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. I just wanted to address this because, like I said, I have a couple of new clients that are dealing with this issue, and I'm going to be honest, right? I'm going to be honest with people. I'm not going to sell them, a dream. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. I'm going to tell them the truth, which is, it ain't looking too good. Like, you gotta make plans to really be together. You have to be committed, and you gotta try to bridge that distance. You cannot, and think about it. Think about how many people in these different industries say, we were always apart. We were always, actors say, oh, we were always filming different stuff and we were always apart. That's the thing. If you're not committed, if you're not truly committed, because I always tell people that more distance that's in between you and that person, that's more space for other people to fill and other things to fill. So just be mindful. Just be mindful. All right, you all have a great rest of the day. Like I said, the energy is very heavy. So I have just been avoiding going online. I've been avoiding making content because I feel it. Y'all probably feel it coming off of me. like the energy right now is just extremely heavy. So I'm just being respectful and mindful of this energy that a lot of people are in, and I'm trying to, bring back that hopeful, positive message. So that's the person that I want to be. I want to bring back hope. I want to bring back positivity. I will never stop believing that, Jesus is Lord and he's going to come back and he's going to make everything right and we're all going to be okay. I'm never going to stop believing that. But I get down like everybody else. This stuff that happens in the world bums me out. Like, I am not from here. I'm not from this planet. I don't want to be here. This planet is ghetto, all the things. So yeah, I've just been pulled back. I've been pulled back from making content, but I do have some podcast interviews tomorrow. So I got to get my mind right between now and then. One of them is going to be live on Sunday. It is going to be on the Kosher Clinicians YouTube channel. It's at 1:00 p.m. If you can join me there, I've already posted this morning. I'm going to post again this evening and then again tomorrow. But if you can join me over on his channel, we are going to have a really good discussion. So that one is live. The other one is pre-recorded, but I'll let y'all know when that comes out. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your Saturday. And as always, stay open to love.